Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the English News Binh Phuoc radio, television station, and newspaper. I'm Phuoc with the latest news for today. Binh Phuoc rural tourism integrated with new style rural area building. Binh Phuoc pays attention to economic development in ethnic minority area. Investment key to economic growth in Vietnam, the World Bank's experts. Street foods, a tourism magnet. Ladies and gentlemen, the southeastern province of Binh Phuoc is working to establish at least 2 rural tourism destinations linked to new rural area development in its district, town, and city by 2025. The objective was emphasized by the Provincial People Committee as part of the plans on developing rural tourism under the New Style Rural Area Building Program for 2021 and 2025.
The plan's primary focus is to create 6 pilot models for rural tourism that are linked to new rural areas. All rural tourism attractions are to be promoted, with at least half digitized and connected to digital tourism promotions. At least 80% of employees in service establishments and crop tourism villages will receive professional training to boost their skills and better serve tourists. Initiatives have been implemented throughout the province, with an emphasis on community-based rural tourism destinations. The development of rural tourism in conjunction with new rural area building aims to capitalize on local potential and advantages, while preserving and promoting local historical and cultural values, craft villages, agriculture production, and the ecological environment. This is expected to enhance the material and spiritual well-being of local people, while fostering individual and community participation in building and developing rural tourism.
The Binh Phuoc Provincial People Committee had recently released a plan for promoting economic development in ethnic minority area during 2023. The primary objective of the plan is to provide professional training and expertise in management, production, and marketing for managers and executives at all local cooperatives.
Agencies, units, and localities are required to prioritize raising awareness about the role and benefits of developing cooperatives associated with value chains. The project aims to help ethnic minority cooperatives take part in trade promotion activities, adopt e-commerce applications, establish material production areas, and provide training on clean, export-oriented agricultural production techniques.
Local authorities in Dong Xoài City, Binh Phuoc Province had introduced a mass mobilization model that have received positive feedback from local people. Every Saturday, authorities meet with residents in Tân Phú and Tiến Hưng commune to hear about their concerns about daily life and aspiration for improvement.
Through these meetings, authorities gain a better understanding of a wide range of issues, including urban security and safety, environmental hygiene, procedures for house construction and repair, urban planning, land use, and all-level government building. This also allows local leaders to seek solutions to problems arising in each residential area and address other complex issues. The model is part of the response to a campaign on studying and following the ideology, morality, and style of late President Ho Chi Minh in mass mobilization efforts. It also aims to complement the ongoing mass mobilization campaign in Dong Xoài City.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Võ Văn Thưởng applauded contribution by Bulgarian ambassador to Vietnam, Mirjana Peskova, to the country relation while receiving the outgoing diplomat in Hanoi on June the 9th.
President Võ Văn Thưởng hosted a reception in Hanoi on June 9th for outgoing Ambassador of Bulgaria to Vietnam, Mirjana Peskova. He congratulated Peskova on her excellent fulfillment of tasks in Vietnam, with various substantial contributions to the traditional friendship and multifaceted collaboration between the two countries. He expressed his belief that on the basis of the long-standing friendship, the relations will develop even further in the future. Ambassador Petkova affirmed that Bulgaria always treasures the time-tested friendship with Vietnam and wishes to step up bilateral multifaceted collaboration. She pledged that in any position in the future, she will continue helping foster the country's relations.
Andrea Coppola, World Bank's lead economic for Vietnam, speak to Vietnam news agencies about his recommendation for the country to speed up economic recovery and development in the time to come.
Thank you very much.
Coppola highlighted that economic performance in Vietnam was extremely strong in 2022, driven by strong exports, private consumption, and low base effects, given slower economic growth in the previous year. However, during the last part of 2022, Vietnam's economy started to face external headwinds, such as weakening global demand and the monetary tightening in many countries. As a result, economic growth decelerated during the first quarter of this year to 3.3%.
So, obviously, these external headwinds are having an impact on Vietnam's economic performance, and we do expect growth in 2023 to moderate with respect to the previous year. Our latest projections, which are also presented in a report that has been recently launched, which is called Global Economic Prospects, points growth in 2023 at 6%. But it's important to highlight that there are significant downside risks to the outlook.
Assessing the effectiveness of Vietnam's economic recovery and development measures, Coppola suggested Vietnam employ more measures to sustain its economic growth. He highlighted exports, consumptions, and investments as the three main drivers of economic growth in Vietnam. In his opinion, investments are key not only for economic growth in 2023 and beyond, but also key to achieve Vietnam's ambitions to become a high-income economy by 2045.
Ladies and gentlemen, during his recent working visit to Vietnam, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has lunched at an eatery in Hanoi's Old Quarter, where he tried the world-famous Vietnamese bánh mì sandwich and drank beer Hơi, a local brewed beer enjoyed by Hanoians on hot summer days. It seems that Vietnam's beer and street foods are appealing to foreign heads of states.
Under the baking summer sun in Hanoi, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese joined a crowd at a beer Hoi spot in Hong Kim district to drink ice-cold draft beer and have lunch. The Australian leader showed his interest in Hanoi's beer drinking culture, and even toasted cheers, and chatted with other beer drinkers. Street food and draft beer have become specialties of Hanoi. What could be more refreshing and pleasant than sitting on an icy cold glass of beer Hoi, and enjoying popular dishes with friends on a hot summer's day? This interesting cultural feature is increasingly attracting foreign tourists. Drinking beer is part of the culture in many countries around the world, especially in Europe. The Czech Republic is famous for its beer and the people's drinking ability. Belgian beer culture has been honored by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The world's largest beer festival, Oktoberfest in Germany, gathers hundreds of thousands of visitors each year, and generates millions of dollars for the German economy. It is not only a business opportunity for the alcoholic beverage industry, but also helps promote tourism. This is a lesson Vietnam could learn from. A culture of civilized beer drinking and stops, combined with street food, would create a highlight for the tourism sector and also bring economic benefits.
And that's all for the news today. Thanks for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.